Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Tuesday night, and we are on the porch with Jen, Pam, and Letta. Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. And as you can see, Pam's a little dressed up over here. Her birthday is tomorrow. Happy birthday, Pam! She got her little hat on. Oh, here we go. So, as always, we want to welcome you all again to another night. As you can see, we have a full house. I'm going to go around the table for our guests. A couple of them are familiar, but Tyra, you're the closest. So.
Hi, I'm
Oh, I'm sorry, Kevin.
Letta. Jen. Come on, Letta.
Jared.
Go ahead. Hey,
Greg.
yeah, y'all know my brother. He's filled in a couple times, but we want to welcome everybody to the porch. This is exciting, and it happened on her birthday. So, yay, we got a lot to cover tonight. If you missed it earlier today, Letta did post inside the group asking people for their questions and things that they would like to discuss, and it seemed like a lot of it had to do with relationships.
It seems that way. Here we go.
We have really like we have 4 women and 4 men right now, 1 more on the way. So let's lay a couple of housekeeping rules as I do my PSA. Let's not overtalk each other, but we do want to make sure we get everybody's questions and conversations in. And then also with that, Letta still has her phone back here for anyone watching, that if you have a question or a comment you want to submit to the group, then please do so, and we will respond to those as well. Don't forget, we also started the back porch with Jen, Pam, and Letta, and it is a group so that we can go in periodically and just kind of discuss various different topics outside of the show on Tuesday. We did have one on last week. At the time, we only had 10 members, and half of them were on the show, so I think that was a win. But it was pretty good, and the topic of discussion had to deal with, Lord have mercy, I had wine that night, I'll come back. So, PSA, just everybody stay healthy, stay safe, and get ready for the holidays. And at this time, I will turn it over to, who wants to go first, ladies? Pam, Letta.
Birthday girl.
Birthday girl. So Pam's gonna go first, and at the end of the show, we're gonna sing happy birthday, see if you want to start, y'all.
Thank you. Okay. Y'all see that? She wrote it in pen. It say Shaka Khan. Everybody see that?
Oh, yeah. I don't say no shit.
I know what it says.
That's what I thought. Turn around. I didn't see.
I already know.
Oh.
I already know.
I know what it say, huh? Because, okay, the PSA was, what really was a PSA? Celebrity thing. And it was Smokey Robinson had read a birthday shout out to somebody. And he said, I want to wish a happy Chinooka. A happy Chinooka to so-and-so from your son. I don't know what it is. He said, I don't know what a Chinooka is, but happy Chinooka. Y'all know what it says?
Yes, I know.
Hanukkah. Hanukkah, y'all. He said, happy Chinooka. So somebody dyslexic can read backwards or something?
Apparently it's spelled 2 ways, with the C and without the C.
Oh, so they were playing it all day on the radio, how Smokey Robinson said Chinooka.
Look at you doing your social worldly topics. Normally I do it, but I wasn't ready.
Hey, y'all, Jen got this drink that she made for us. It's fire. I don't drink nothing. I don't eat nothing spicy. I don't drink nothing spicy. So I waited until we did this show for me to taste this drink. Because Pam said that you can taste the cayenne pepper in this drink. What is this drink that you got me getting ready to drink on?
Okay, so
good.
I made a spicy apple cider margarita. I'm gonna get into the ingredients, but it does involve cayenne pepper and sugar and cinnamon.
It's good, Tyra.
It's not spicy at all.
Thank you, Tyra. She didn't say it was good, but she said
It's on the rim.
it's on the rim, yeah.
So if you drink your straw, you're fine. The spice is on the rim.
Okay, yeah, so I'm drinking
You're
apple
fine.
straw.
But yeah, it's good. I like
Rim is
it.
always dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Out the rim.
Right. Which by
Hey, the rim is fun.
I ain't even gonna touch that.
my name
You're living life on the edge on the rim.
So going back to Letta bringing up, thank you for bringing up the drink.
Oh, that is good.
Thank you.
I told you when you
Thank
made
you.
an extra drink, I made just in case.
That means I'm been good.
She just wanted a reason to be drunk.
Yeah.
What's her birthday?
Right.
Whose birthday?
Pam.
Oh,
We drunk for Pam's birthday.
Pam needs the drinks.
Her birthday, Jesus' birthday.
Everybody's birthday.
all right. Let's move on. So, to the people that are watching, Hanukkah apparently has two different spellings. One with a C, one with an H, but it is still Hanukkah. So, all our Jewish friends that watch, because there are some, I know a couple. Please don't take offense. We want to make sure that you know we respect and recognize their holidays.
See, that's one of those words you want to correct somebody.
Oh, yeah, not like
Talk about
phonetics.
that, huh? Yeah.
Check it out, read it. We
Yeah.
got phonetics on Google.
And it's not Shaka Khan.
It's and she said it out loud for the whole world. All right, go ahead.
Okay, so one of my pet peeves, y'all, is people that cannot park, taking up two parking spots.
I
Man,
can't stand it.
or you come out and you try to get in your car and they're so close you can't get in.
That's when I want to bang the down the car.
I kind of do. My
All
car,
right,
my
on the
Jeep is
side
out
of it.
Hey, right on
Learn how to
the
park.
in the dirty window.
I got some people that do that. I got some
people that do that.
No, that's just. I went to get my car one day, somebody parked too close. I pulled my key out and I scratched their car and I hopped in my car.
Come on, bro.
I was having a bad day that day.
Oh, come on, let's go.
I had my moments.
Let's
They
go.
probably didn't do it again though.
Right. I had my
I
moments.
wouldn't do that.
It is
They
a
run
rare,
that on somebody else.
I wouldn't do that.
it is a rare occurrence that I actually, let that other side of me pop out. But
Oh,
every
but
once in a
that pops
while,
out.
every once in a while she pops out.
A little more than every once in a while.
I didn't go that far.
Yeah,
So.
let's go.
Just be mindful. It's just
Yeah.
rude. It's plenty of space. God, dog.
Okay, so it's the holiday season. I do not like regifters. As far as giving me the worst gift that they got, they're going
From the elephant work.
Yeah,
From the work.
I bought a nice gift, you give me this raggedy gift.
That's when you implement the whole elephant game.
Some
right?
people re-gift during the
White
game.
elephant.
I'm gonna go white elephant.
Yes, they
My
re-gift.
bad.
People re-gift.
I want to know who came up with that name. Why is it white elephant?
I don't know, but there's a word in there that might give you an indication.
Right.
Can't be that dirty Africa.
I mean, I'm just saying.
It has to be a white elephant.
Y'all
I mean,
don't re-gift.
if you think about it.
I have, but not like that.
Yeah, I re-gifted, but it wasn't a bad
They weren't
gift. It was
bad
just something that I knew I wasn't going to use.
I re-gifted, but it's something that I knew that person would necessarily want.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I don't play games, but if I got a game, I would give that game to somebody who
That's
games.
cool. How about bed sheets? Come on.
That's just stupid. That's just
Re-gift bed sheets.
Like in the
They
red.
better be brand new.
right.
Yeah, that's-
Were they used?
Right.
Because this seems like a personal type of question.
Oh.
It sounds real personal, like this is something that you would see.
I ain't gonna
Did
say.
you get bed sheets? You got bed sheets.
Yes, I know what bed
I mean, did you at least get the skirt?
I had a nice gift.
But did you get the skirt along the
No,
bottom? You just.
Just to finish sheet
In the
and
flat sheet. It
yeah.
didn't have pillowcases.
No.
That's bull
You didn't get the full set.
No, the green.
You didn't get the pillowcases or the skirt.
Hey,
That ain't even
Hey,
good.
not even there was some Dollar General sheets.
That's exactly what it was.
No, they got that from somebody
That
else.
shit wasn't even Walmart. That wasn't even Walmart.
All right, going back to the term white elephant. Kevin over here, our fact checker.
The term white elephant refers to an extravagant, impractical gift that cannot is easily disposed of. The phrase is said to come from the historic practice of the King Siam, now Thailand, giving a rare albino elephant to couriers who displeased him so they might be ruined by the animal's upkeep and
So
cost.
it's a card.
Ah. So it's supposed to be something that you don't like. Yeah. So must be
The
what?
white
An
elephant is
extravagant,
it's
impractical gift. That's why you get what
That's
you
why you
get.
got
Right.
cheap.
But it was impractical.
Okay.
I know, right?
Mm.
So that's what.
Okay, don't re-gift. Anybody watching, don't re-gift anything.
I don't mind if it's a good gift.
I'll take gift cards as a re-gift.
You know.
Alright.
We weren't asking.
I know, right?
Okay.
Yeah, you have to go shop.
Okay, well, hold up.
I know we got a whole show going on here, right?
Hey, how y'all feel about people leaving their kids in the car when they're running to the store?
How old are
I
they?
don't like that.
I don't
It
know.
don't
Come on,
matter.
what
It don't
Wait,
matter.
wait,
Wait,
Hold on.
hold on, leave them in the car.
She couldn't leave you in the car?
It's dangerous. I don't
Yeah,
like it.
don't do
Under
like
the
that.
age of what, 12?
Under 10.
Kids under 10? Okay.
Yeah, 10 and older, I think is okay.
Yeah, but under
But
the
under
age,
the age of 10,
nah.
most definitely do not.
Especially when it's running.
To
No,
the
man,
store.
even if they running in
It
the
doesn't
trip, I
matter.
don't care. That's just
I'll
not
do it to
safe.
get some gas and come back. I'm not taking my little kids out to get some gas. But I'll take some
You supposed to pump at the
Pump at the pump.
So you leave
I
it
got a
alone.
lock. Yeah, you lock it up. I lock it up. What's going on? They gonna take my kids? They bring them back.
Go around the
Don't you know folks are stealing kids these days?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Did they find that little girl that went missing on 38th or something the other day? Right. Yeah.
I think so.
Hey, Nate
I'm not
said
going
he
to
got
the
his project card to the store, so just so for people that,
People love those kind of cars.
Right.
They can easily take those.
I missed mine, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, because the new cars got too much shit. I tell them where I at, right then and there.
Those old school cars like the ones they take.
That's one of them old,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
I know, I can sell them things.
Okay, what I don't get in the wintertime, why, a lot of times it's men, but why do y'all wear shorts and then a coat? And it's cold as hell
Legs
outside.
don't get
cause
cold.
they legs don't get cold.
I don't care.
Hour away
As
from
long
the
as
legs
my
don't get
upper
cold.
body's warm, I'm good.
Greg,
As long as my upper body's warm, I'm
We
good.
got all that hair on there. I don't be feeling like
In the hair.
damn bears.
That don't make sense.
Damn bears.
What the fuck?
Right, what are you doing?
We got a whole lot going on here tonight. I don't know, they told you as long as their arms are.
Because they have no hair on their legs.
Look like it's supposed to be work. I didn't say that, but.
Okay, I'm not saying it.
Okay,
I got a question.
Yes,
Go
ma'am.
ahead.
I saw this on TV last night.
Oh.
So if you're married, but separated, is it okay for you to mess around?
Yep,
No.
yes, because you're separated.
Yep.
Oh, well, are you separated, living in different homes?
With no intentions on getting back together?
I was gonna say, are you
Like, we
real
know
about
we
the
get divorced,
situation?
but we ain't.
Right.
Or you still messing
Because if
around?
you're separated in the same home, that's one thing. But if you separated, and you guys are in different locations.
That's some stuff I don't understand. But
I mean, if
if
you're
you're
not trying to work it
separated
out,
and living in different locations,
if you're not trying to work it out,
I was wrong.
if you're trying to work it out, then
Look,
that's
No.
it.
once that person going out the door, it's done.
Not
Yeah.
necessarily, not necessarily.
You don't think so?
No.
What you think, Tyra?
No, I don't
If
think
you're
that.
just until you're
Men?
divorced, don't do it.
I
or-
don't think until you're
Oh, I
divorced,
If one of us
Tyra,
goes,
hello,
Sorry.
Tyra talking.
I don't think you should, as long as you're married, I don't think you should, whether y'all together, separated, whatever, going through bad times. If you don't want to be with the person and you want to move on with your life, get a divorce.
Now, my question to you is, I know women that won't get a divorce.
I've known men that wouldn't get a divorce.
Now, for the whole purpose of the financial stability, especially if they've been with them a long time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, they don't want to give that up. They don't care what you do. So what about those cases?
Well, that's them, then that's something they gotta deal with the man up above on that, that's on that level, but.
Can't you still go to court, make them give you a divorce?
Yeah, it's a divorce. Yeah.
you actually
But it
can.
takes
So
time.
that's what I had to end up doing because my ex-husband was not trying to divorce me. So I went and did my paperwork myself and went and filed it and
But it takes
You had
time
no
to go through that
Yeah, it
route.
took me over
Yeah,
Like, it can take a long
They
time.
contested.
it didn't take me
Well,
no
even if they
time.
don't contest it, you still have to go through the different steps that the court deems.
It took me
Is
less
valid.
than 3 months.
It took me a whole year.
It took me less than 3 months to get a divorce.
Okay.
I went and
In
filed in Missouri. I went and filed my papers. In January, I was going to court February the 20th, getting a divorce on 4/20.
Well, some judges will make you go through where you gotta post it to try to reach that person. Like, you gotta post it in the newspaper because they have that
Yep.
right.
Yep.
So I completely understand yours took that long or that shorter time, but it can take, like my sis, it could take a year because it depends on what that
depends
judge
on,
makes you do.
yeah, and then it also depends on what y'all have together. If y'all got houses together, if y'all got kids together, if y'all got.
April said there's rules to this situation. Side these rules.
Now, that's a good point. That's a good. Now, if y'all was screwing around, that's what caused the divorce. You might want to chill out a little bit. Because if bro cheated on his wife to cheat with you,
Then of course.
he's gonna cheat on you for the next one. But if y'all met and it was already separated, and you two were already separated, and then y'all met, and then y'all had a connection, and y'all went from there, why would you penalize somebody when you're already out of that? Because odds are, if you've already separated, you've been in that, you've been separated from that marriage for probably
Before y'all
6
actually
months to a
physically
year. You were already emotionally separated from it.
Right.
Yes, ma'am.
So by show of hands, who would date someone that's like legally separated?
Because I'm going through it, so now.
Oh, you legally separated?
Basically.
Wait.
You call it.
We know what black folks say when they say basically. Basically means.
It wasn't fair for me to ask that question. That wasn't fair for me to ask that question. That wasn't fair for me to ask.
Okay, we're gonna leave that one go.
Okay.
Okay, Brittany says, see, that's why I'm not trying to sign papers anytime soon, which leads to a story that happened this week where there is a couple that's suing. She's suing the guy. I forgot how many years they've been together because he hasn't put a ring on his finger. But his argument to the judge was that she's not giving him what he needs from her because she's living at home with her parents.
Okay, hold on. I got questions.
So you see this whole,
I got
there's
questions.
a couple.
Okay.
She's suing her boyfriend, because he hasn't put a ring on her finger yet.
He hasn't proposed to her.
Right.
Okay.
His argument to the judge is that she's still living at home with her parents, therefore she's not providing him with the nourishment of the relationship that he needs.
Wait, hold on, wait. What state are they in?
I don't know. You can sue
Okay,
wherever
that
you
ain't
want the hell to
Missouri.
sue from.
What,
Yeah, that can't be, that don't even
But now, that's bullcrap.
I don't have any questions.
That's just like how crazy women
I'm
are.
sorry, my thing is.
That's a woman.
When I
You ain't never heard a dude say, I'm gonna sue you because you ain't married me yet, girl.
I ain't ever heard a woman say that either.
Oh, well, I ain't ever heard you say he gonna sue for something like that, but he's made some other decisions. Because she wasn't able to give him the nourishment that he needed. So he might have decided that somebody else is gonna give him some nourishment. So, I mean, I ain't never heard of getting sued, but you've done the exact same thing.
Right.
But can you sue for not getting that nourishment?
Now we're in Japan. Now when they're in
You can file
Japan.
for divorce on those
You
grounds.
not, you, but.
Now when they live in Japan, bro. Now when they live in Japan.
Just
I
question.
But apparently you can even do it away from the girlfriend.
But I don't agree with living together with somebody for a long time, say 20, 30 years or whatever, and not getting married, only for the simple reason because of the financial reason. I watched a lady who was with a guy that raised her kid up when she was a toddler, and the guy worked for the railroad, retired from the railroad. That pension is gone because they never got married.
That's a good choice.
Huh?
That's a good choice.
Yeah, that was, y'all
That's
got
what, but that's what I'm saying. You should just go ahead and, you spend that much time with
But
somebody.
this is the thing.
really don't want to get married.
Now,
No, but the thing is, he probably could have put her as a beneficiary.
Yes.
So that was his fault for
He
not
could
putting
have.
out papers the way he should have.
Yeah.
He could have.
He just didn't take care of
I've
what
only
he
got
was
her
supposed
side of the story, so.
to. Right, but yeah, he just didn't put her
Every
down.
story.
Because every job you have, you can list beneficiary.
I don't know how
Right.
railroad works.
Sure can.
Whoa.
But me personally,
Sorry.
if we're separated, I'm doing whatever the hell I want to do, unless I know that we're working on trying to get back together. Like counseling and stuff like that.
Yeah, we gotta be actively
If
trying.
anybody's woo-woo-wooing the other person, then.
But if we're not actively
Okay.
trying to do something, deuces, we already divorced.
Why even have a long separation? Just go on and get divorced.
I ain't never understood that
Question
either.
on that, too.
Because my thing goes back to what he said. If we're married,
Have you not listened to the?
if we're married, I'm sorry, I done had a problem. But if we're married and we decide to go our separate ways, I'm gonna hurry up and get my name off your paper and get your name off my paper because I don't want us to be financially responsible for each other. Move on.
Okay,
Carry
so
on.
can I ask a question?
Yeah.
So in that situation you just said,
Mhm.
right? So what if the other person is trying to woo you and trying to get you back, trying to make those changes? It's just a question.
No, I hear you.
So
But if I done decided that I don't want you,
so if it's a one-way decision,
then I'm sorry, your feelings is gonna be
okay.
hurt.
All right, I was just curious.
Yeah.
Okay.
I tell you something else.
Been there, done that.
This sucks too, because if she goes out and gets pregnant, your ass is stuck with it.
While you're married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you go out and get somebody pregnant, she ain't stuck with
No,
it.
you're still,
You see what I'm saying?
either way,
no,
you still.
no, the guy is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying, but
So that means y'all better watch where y'all put
So no, man, no.
Yeah, we
Chastity sign that birth certificate.
Right. You ain't got a son.
Yeah, I thought y'all you heard that.
You got a son.
That's worse.
You ain't got a son because you're married.
Yeah,
Because let her not know. She's gonna be like, I really don't know. She's gonna be like, well, guess who got the short end? So,
Yeah.
So those, for those of
You
you
got
that
the
hear
short end of the
voice
long
off
end.
screen, we ran out of seating, so we have like a whole gallery over here on the other side. A gallery like that of voices, and we talked about this before as far as marriage and kids and how it's not fair for men in general, usually, because yeah, if your wife gets knocked up by someone else, that kid is yours.
Right.
18, it don't even matter if they find paternity of the other person, it don't matter. No, so wrong.
That's the law.
Yeah, it'll be a lie.
Gotta go to court.
Thank God my kids look like
It's
me.
wrong.
Both my kids look just like me.
So KJ, what was KJ's, cause he said he was gonna take a long lunch break today.
Put ain't on here. I ain't
No,
seen
that
no
question in the comment, go ahead, Pam.
I know.
She's gonna continue looking.
Okay. What is, I want to know from everybody, what is your most embarrassing intimate moment? Just one. Just one.
Wait a minute, why do you think there's more than one? I mean, damn.
Now I want us to start.
I mean,
Check
damn.
out Call of
We had two people.
Where's my controller at?
They disappeared
Yeah, where's
real
my
quick.
controller? Y'all
All right,
got
but
controller?
Anything, not-
I mean, that could be kissing, that could be
Yeah, right,
just in the moment, whatever.
Right. And it doesn't have to be
That
embarrassing
could
for you,
be
but
it,
embarrassing for that person. You know what I'm saying?
Just something that happened that was embarrassing.
Yeah, something that was embarrassing.
I was
You really started with me?
I'm so embarrassed.
Bullshit.
Okay, so I think I told y'all about this before, but not
That doesn't make it any better, because I'm asking
Anywho.
you.
A long time ago.
Uh-huh.
I was not with dude, he was, cute and everything, nice conversation. We get ready to hook up, kissing or whatever, and he took his shoes off, and Lord have mercy, he had athlete foot. It was so funky, it just turned me off, I had to go home. I never talked to him ever again. Why? He should know his feet stink. I would have had to ask. I'm too embarrassed to even say it, because he should know.
I'm talking
The room is like,
Right. It's lit up.
it's right. So yeah, that's what was embarrassing.
So what happened? Did you just leave or what?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
she said she
left.
found out.
And I never talked to him again. Yeah, that was it.
What's next?
Go ahead,
Well,
Greg.
fuck, I guess it's you.
Okay, Brittany, we're gonna catch you on the back porch then. Brittany said, she'll let us know, but she's gonna put it on the back porch.
Oh, We'll be doing that
The
stuff.
back porch sounds like some kinky shit. Like,
Yeah, I know.
like, don't it sound like some for real, like, the back porch sounds like some Jeff shit, don't it? Alright, okay, yeah, so, yeah, you don't. As my sister, you probably don't. It's kind of similar, but like, you got a chick that's just fine, and you about to get down, and then the pants come off, and you like, nope, I'm good, fuck this shit. I'm good.
Was it not groomed or the smell?
No, it wasn't the groom.
The smell.
It wasn't the groom. And let me just be clear. Like when you see a female as a dude, I mean I could be wrong, but as a dude, when you see a female, you're like, that's a clean chick. Like that chick, she takes care of herself. She do some shit with herself. But then when she took her pants off, and it was like, you're just like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm out. You can talk.
So how do you leave?
I fucking left. I was just like, you know what? Fuck it, I can't do it. I'm out. That's it. Because I mean, what you gonna say? Because I mean, what you gonna say? Like, you didn't know your shit stank? You didn't smell the shit? You didn't smell change? You didn't smell it? Like, damn, it smells like lavender, and then all the fucking it smells like shit. Like, you couldn't smell? So, you know what? Fuck that. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm out. I don't have to come up with an excuse, because you smelled that shit just like I smelled that shit. I don't have to come up with an excuse. Burn it the fuck out.
Damn, I know what it was.
Well, she should have known what it was when the fuck before that. Because I wasn't the first nigga that smelled that nasty shit. Guarantee I ain't the last nigga that smelled that nasty shit.
I don't know what.
So y'all nasty ass niggas stop doing whatever. Fuck it is. Be a nun, be something where it don't involve you taking your fucking pants off.
All right.
I apologize.
Ladies, clean yourself, and if you smell bad, just take a pass.
Oh, and I heard that if you douche too much, it does the same shit. So don't do that shit either.
It will.
Good for you.
Balance that shit out. Because I asked. Like when I had that shit happen, I ain't gonna lie, I asked my homeboys, like, bro, y'all ever had this shit? I mean, the only way you're gonna keep fucking up is to do the same shit over and over again. So I had a legit question, like, bro, you ever? Yeah, I ain't had that. If you do this too much, it causes this. Well, I'm good. Sorry, I apologize.
Okay, that's all right. I feel you.
That's true.
April, I don't know how embarrassing that is because I've done it too. She
Yeah, I've
said
done that.
she said she was so high and drunk that she fell asleep during sex. I've done that a few times.
I think we've all done it. We've all done
My
it.
question to April is, can he keep going? That's all we need to know.
No.
No, that's the break, nigga.
Yeah, you can.
She's like, go ahead, yeah. So that communication.
All right, Tyra.
Communication.
So, if y'all drunk and she passes out,
I'm still stuck.
you want to continue to have sex with a sleeping body?
If I'm drunk at that point, then
He doesn't know either, so he can't get consent because he's drunk.
Hold up. It's everybody. Wait,
we're in the middle. Because you quit the race.
No, they're passed out.
Passed out. Yeah.
Passed out.
That's like messing with a corpse.
Wait a minute now.
Messing with a dead body.
I don't want that.
Okay. Let's get Kevin a little further down. Maybe they're in the middle. Maybe they're in the middle of doing it. They're in the middle. They're in the middle of now. It ain't like he walked up to the passed out and got in.
Right.
They was in the middle of it. I agree. I'm just saying. We don't want to leave that for now.
So I think that's something you have to
Oh,
tell that person.
yeah, it wants to tag you.
Right, evidently we got to tell
I'm
you.
gonna jump
So I
right
gotta tell you.
Thank you,
If
Nicole.
a guy passes out, but his equipment is still working,
Because it
Are
doesn't
you-
work while y'all
are you
sleep.
gonna stop?
Yeah.
I say,
Hell
I feel like
no.
the first thing,
Wait,
is he still right? And y'all like, like, y'all
I'm
like,
on that motherfucker right
Let it stand up because he sleep.
y'all ride this shit out that motherfucker. If they don't get
He's
shit, we
not
sleep.
entertaining me. I'm gonna split turn over and handle myself if I'm not finished.
Okay.
right.
I have to say, I'm
Oh,
Well, let it know. Right, right, doggone it.
let it wait somebody. That nigga was asleep. He just didn't know. I put it on him.
See, what happened was,
Oh yeah, she got to lie. She said what happened was. Yeah, you finna lie. How you gonna black person about to lie? What happened was.
like, it was still, but he woke up, like, so he didn't stay asleep, like, just through the whole thing.
Just a little bit of
You
it.
just wrecked him a little bit.
What's a little bit of rape or something? So here and there, snore every once in a while. Okay. Oh, this nigga gonna wake up. That's when he gonna wake the fuck up.
That's what it was. I thought this nigga did not go to sleep
I
on
know. I said I feel like that was more of a pride issue. Like I know this nigga did not go to sleep on me. Oh hell no.
Have y'all ever had somebody fall asleep on y'all?
No.
No, but I fall asleep on somebody and got a fire smack from me for it.
I had somebody fall asleep with their head down into my legs.
Hold on. Everybody stop.
Nobody.
I don't know if that's a
nobody
compliment or
can fall asleep with
insult.
their
Hold on.
I know, right?
Yeah, hold on.
Asleep while he was eating. Woke up, kept doing it.
Oh,
Fell
You know
asleep
what?
again,
You know what?
Woke up and
He
kept
got
doing it.
excellent. He got
Narcolepsy. First of all,
I want to remind everybody
I want to correct this
that,
retard.
that Anetta sitting right next to her son. I just want to point that out.
But he's 25, he grown.
And yeah.
Okay, he was just crying. He's still crying.
Oh,
All right. I
Sorry.
don't know about y'all, but man, I'm having a great time.
Nicole said if you passed out while you were going, then it was okay. Then wait, she said if you passed out, you keep going because it was okay when she was awake. See, I agree with you. And I was only talking about your woman. I wasn't talking about somebody like
like a
y'all saying.
random or something,
Yeah.
right? I mean,
I'm still gonna finish on myself. Fuck that.
right. I'm like, I feel where you coming from, but to me, I just feel like, I would feel like I'm messing with a corpse, so I wouldn't even want to. I'm just gonna
You just
You just talked about doing it.
No. He woke up.
But you was asleep.
He woke up because you didn't stop.
Right.
So you raped a little bit, but still awake. So you did the rap 20 out the door at the end.
That is a double standard.
That's like, wait.
Thank you. Thank you.
Y'all sleep, and she wake y'all up giving y'all head. Ain't the same thing?
But what if we wake y'all up and y'all
You
in?
know what? That's a good question. That's valid.
But if I wake you up giving you head, you don't wake up, I'm not gonna keep going.
Well, I mean, that makes sense. That's why I said I kept going because he woke up.
and whoever starts weren't willing participants. It just
That's the thing. You know what?
But
That's
they
a
might
good
not have
question.
just woke up.
That's a good question.
That's a good one.
But the fact that he fell asleep during makes it rape. He started out awake. He fell asleep in the middle. You know what I'm saying? There's a
Oh,
difference.
Lord, my mama on here.
Next topic.
Hey, she know her daughter.
Hey, what y'all think about church? Was church? That's a good sermon. God, that's a good sermon.
no cussing one.
That's all right. She know her daughter. As my son said, I had to get it from somewhere.
Okay.
Oh, damn. She put
What
that
else?
all
Y'all got
on
something
you.
else?
Because I had to get it from
Me and
somewhere.
Rick the only ones that said our business.
Oh, she wants to go back to the bear. I don't have. Well, yeah. I don't know. I'm thinking more. I've had a couple.
Had the cops knock on the window.
I'm sorry, you have
Well,
what?
Had the
well,
cops knock on the window.
Was she asleep? Is that a rape?
No,
No,
he
you
just walked
know
over
how
to the
you
limo.
out in the.
Oh, he walked over to
We
the
were parked.
Oh, the
Car parked
Hey,
in the
I
limo.
had that happen before,
And he came over.
but to make it even worse, why was he in the church parking lot?
Oh,
I done gave your ass a ticket. I done gave your ass a ticket straight up.
Some things you need to just take
Yeah,
together.
Walmart parking lot over here. You want to come over here? Ticket. See you in court.
You didn't want it that bad, goddamn. You couldn't wait.
I think that's the
You couldn't
worst
wait.
one.
Are you sharing?
You couldn't find a park.
I played the pit.
Okay. Are you sharing?
No.
Are you sharing?
I had a park record.
Outdoors? In the
No,
park?
we was in the car.
You get a
at the
ticket?
park. Nah.
Had to get out? Are you sharing?
I did it at Hickory.
I bet you
Oh,
Hey,
fuck, I did that.
And it got the cops. The cops was like,
I did that Hickory.
hey, the cops was like,
We play ball.
the cops was like,
So all of
So
y'all
all y'all's
experiences were out in cars?
hell yeah, that's the only time I got caught.
You ain't sharing, but yeah.
I did get caught one time in the car at elementary school park.
You sure you want to tell this
That's
story?
how you become a sex
Elementary
offender.
school.
Right. Hey, let's be clear. If we would have got caught, if you would have been caught by the cops, you'd have been terrible. Fucking register every time you left the state.
2 in the morning, and I didn't know where I was at.
Like
She
you
was
would be a
like, "Turn
sex
here."
offender.
We did it, and I left and went around the building. I was like, bro, this is an elementary school.
But you didn't stop.
She was like, oh, I didn't know. I left. Like, we finished. I was behind
You
it,
didn't know it
finished,
until
went around, and was like, oh, you took me to a...
You saw that playground, stop.
Yeah. But that's what's messed up. Is like you didn't even know, but if you would have got caught, you would have been on the registry on some
That
shit
was
like
probably
that.
my worst, most embarrassing.
I don't know. I think, honestly, my most embarrassed I grew up.
Darn.
Do it.
And I'm
No, we don't.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
We're going back to Netflix.
If it wasn't my sister, I would have so many questions.
No, I didn't throw up doing that.
I next fucking time.
We going to Netflix now.
That is my sister.
I grew up.
I've almost done that before.
Grew up.
That's called gag reflex.
Gag
No,
reflex.
but
Yes,
My bad.
okay, I'm sorry. Next topic.
Oh, boy.
You know your mom watching this, right?
I don't care if I hurt my kids. Oh Lord.
Your child over there said, stop it.
Right.
Stop it.
Next topic, please.
Oh,
Go ahead.
Y'all killing me.
Jesus.
Y'all are killing me with the.
Does anybody go to the library anymore?
No.
I tell my kids,
It's COVID. Why would you go? People touched her.
No, we didn't. No. I did have someone post a question in your comments when you said, hey, what do you think about the topics? And I can't remember her name, she's in here, but she did post about like looking you.
Oh yeah, discipline.
Remember?
That was a good one.
Discipline your
Discipline your
kids, and do people still do that in the, we call it corporate punishment.
Better run, spoiled child.
But what
I
are
mean,
y'all
I
opinions
mean,
on?
kids.
Yep.
I'm gonna beat they butt.
What they butt?
Yep.
I agree.
Yeah.
oh, was it my turn?
Everybody in here
I
don't
think
agree with
the shit out of my kids.
At what age do you start spanking your kids?
2. That's where I started. All my kids when they 2.
When they comprehend.
When they can say yes, sir, back to me, oh yeah, you can get your ass popped.
You ain't even gotta say yes, sir. When I know you understand, I'm whooping your ass.
Hey, when you can start crawling and touching stuff, I'm popping fingers.
Yeah, when you start getting into stuff, yeah. I'm not baby proof in my house.
No.
Okay, when y'all start whooping with a belt on?
One thing to talk
Toddler.
about.
Yeah, Tyler, probably about.
See, I still don't whip my kids with a
I would
belt.
say once they start school.
When they
Whooping with your
get, yeah, when they get about
Cause a hand,
7, something like
When the
that.
hand thing don't work no more. is
but
when
it's
you-
not to hurt them, it's to discipline them to understand. You ain't got to whoop them with a belt for
Well,
them
see,
to
my thing
understand.
was, and I got it from my
But
auntie.
you got boys. Though.
When, well, yeah, that's
I
true.
got
But when they
girls.
were little, my thing was, they get 3 swats. If
Mm-hmm.
you move, if you lie, then it's all bets are off.
Yeah,
I'm just
there's
gonna go
rules
in.
to it.
But they got 3 swats.
Mhm.
If they stood there and took them, we good.
Oh,
If they didn't, then they get more.
I just want to.
And
Don't say 3, that's
Can we,
it.
can we
At
talk?
that age, it was not that it. It's the worst
You are the abuser. Can we hear from the abusee?
She say 3 swats. I do not remember anything about 3. I remember, didn't I tell you?
You got hit by every syllable.
Hey,
Man, you
no,
got hit on every syllable.
This is the one I remember, is because if you sit there and you take the 3, that's fine. But see, they would always move because they get to jumping. Or when you jump, you get more. So wait, this one, I don't remember if it happened to that one, but this one, he got to jumping around and he got hit in the nuts.
Oh.
I felt bad about it, but I was
like
never
if
whooped
you'd
him
been
again.
still, you
That's
got
how it
it.
was your fault.
I would have never whooped him again.
Yeah.
Why do you expect me to stay still when it hurt?
The
You
only
can
thing
get on the hot stove and go get it there.
I whooped him. I'd be like, remember last time?
That's all you have to say. That's all you, I raised them up.
Right, remember last time? I hit you last time, remember I hit you?
Well,
You better not do that again. And that be the end of it. I've never spanked my kids.
Well, see, this one was good. I mean, you know,
I blame it on him.
it took once and he would learn. That one over there, that one, ooh, that one was a beast.
I never
What
spanked
was
my
Donald
kids.
didn't phase
How
him.
do parents hurt their kids and then don't expect them to cry?
Wait a minute, hurt their kid or spank their
They
kid?
spank their kids or spank their kids.
I'm just saying, I'm not
Don't
trying
cry.
to be stupid, but like,
You know how
there's
you
a
spank, some
difference.
people spank their kids and be like, then stop their crying.
Yeah.
Right,
they don't want
Like,
to hear
it
the noise.
hurts.
right, yeah.
Because they don't want to hear the noise.
But still, that's stupid.
It is stupid.
That is
I've done it.
On the flip side, like, I saw on Facebook somebody said, you spank your sons and tell them not to cry, and then when they grow up and they can't show their emotions to a woman,
right.
I have that problem. Like, how's that balance out?
I have that
Because you raised him to be a man
And not
and
cry.
not show his emotions, but then when he's a grown adult
Right.
and he's not showing his emotions in their relationship, women are complaining that he's not showing his shit. So how's that balance out?
And then on the flip side, now you got women that say they want their men to show emotion. So now that men have started showing emotion, then you complain.
Yeah, but some men show way
Well,
too
yeah,
much
that's
emotion.
true. There's a balance. But see, for
It
me,
needs to be a balance.
for me personally, right. For me personally, I feel like, and I had to even adjust that in my brain with my kids, raising boys. If they can't show it at home, where they supposed to show it?
Right.
True.
Right.
So, and I felt the same way. I feel the same way with my man. If he can't feel comfortable enough to be vulnerable with me, what he got?
Yeah.
What am I here for?
But are you willing to stick around if that dude has been told not to show his emotions his whole life? Because there's, I mean, even when you come up as a man, I mean, you're a young man, and you, I mean, yeah, both of y'all are young men. So you've been told your whole life you can't be vulnerable. You got to be a man. You got to do this. You got to do that. So is a woman willing to work with that man to get through that because he's never done that
Now,
before?
I mean, me personally, I am.
I think that's
I've dealt
where
with
we're
some
older.
very
We're older, we
Okay,
arrogant,
but
prideful men that are like that, but I don't know. I mean, I haven't had that problem.
Go back to
I
you
find
at
a way
28
where
though.
they feel comfortable enough to be
Yeah,
But I don't think it's
fair.
you go back to you at 28 though.
It was.
Because the way I was raised is I show my emotions to my moms, but when my pops couldn't cry. Like, I can count on fingers how many times I cried as an adult.
Yeah.
Right.
Because you had to be
Cause
this
I mean,
man.
man.
You had to be this man that didn't show no emotions. Like even with sports, like
Yeah.
you taught
You get
that
hurt.
if you got hurt or this is wrong, this is wrong.
Rub a little dirt on
But
it. Rub a little dirt on it.
when you supposed to show emotions? So
Right.
now you get in a relationship, you got kids, and now I gotta learn myself.
Yeah,
And in his
Yeah.
situation, but to piggyback over his situation, he's got all girls.
Yeah.
And one boy.
So he's a man that hasn't been able to show his emotions, but now he's raising women.
And how do you? Yeah.
But my dad raised all girls and he taught
Okay.
us, like me,
Yeah.
not to show emotion.
Yeah.
He taught me
See,
raising like a boy.
that would
walk it
men-
off.
but the thing is,
with
that would
crying.
mentally fuck you up.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm not ready, ready.
And the main reason it will fuck you up is a relationship.
Oh,
Because they want you to open up, and you don't want to open up because you ain't never opened up before. So who you open up
That means
for?
about being vulnerable.
And
Like,
see, the crazy thing is because I'm the same way, and I didn't really start showing more emotion until my kids told me they didn't think I had feelings.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hold up, like seriously?
Yeah.
I mean, like I thought it was playing.
That
I
nigga
was
start smiling.
Hey, you just hit I showed you
I swear it sounds
Case closed.
You want to keep moving your point?
but no, seriously, I mean, like I had to stop and be like, wait a minute, hold up, like y'all for real don't think I got it? They was like, no, and I had to readjust my thinking. Like I don't care what nobody else think, but my kids need to know that I do have feelings.
Yeah.
You know, so I had to learn, and even though I don't show it now, I had to learn to vocalize it.
Yeah.
And I
So
feel,
because I can't, like, you know, you can't change
I feel like
overnight.
even with my mom's, like it was hard for her to show certain emotions
Yeah.
because she's raising boys. Like
Yeah.
it was three of us
Oh, yeah.
versus her.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like three the black man
Right.
versus her. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like you gotta have that.
Balance.
Oh, I was really from the hood, so I gotta bring that hood mentality out of me in order to raise these boys to
We
be
still
men.
working
Right.
on bringing this nigga out the hood. We still working on this.
But I have a question.
Yeah, hear me out, that motherfucker.
Are you constantly hugging your kids and stuff?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't know
But
about
did you
that.
get that as well
No.
from your
From my
parents?
mom?
Saying,
No.
you know,
From my mom?
constantly-
Yeah.
Constantly hugging and kissing.
From my mom, yeah.
I do that to my, to my.
His question.
But the reason I asked that is because when he said we teach our kids, especially more boys than girls, but I have a daughter, so I teach my daughter the same thing. But that's only when you're getting hurt or when there's an incident when you say, hey, stop that crying. I understand the whole, that whole joke thing. But when it just comes to just they got hurt, they skinned their knee, or they got into a fight or whatever, they lost or whatever, that's when you say, toughen up, don't cry. You see what I'm saying? But do we show each other or show our kids love during the day when we're at home with them? You see what I'm saying?
I wasn't
Like,
receiving.
I-
No, I wasn't receiving that. That's the difference, son.
I go downstairs to get a glass of water, come out of the kitchen. I walk by my daughter, my peep in there. Get that in hood, girl.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
You know what I'm
a
saying?
lot of us, we're talking about our parents.
Yeah, the difference is
Did my
because
parents do shit like that?
That's what I'm
We
saying.
were always the ones,
That's
mom,
what
you
I'm
can
saying.
hug, mom. Even when we got older as teenagers, we were still, hey, mom, let's get up. But we never walked to our dad and say, Dad, let me get a hug.
Right,
No.
I
right.
never wanted one.
Yeah, right.
It's
But
generational curses that you trying to break.
right.
That's the only thing it is.
Yeah.
They are breaking for sure. Because like he said, some of them get some women and men get too emotional. So much so, a lot of people are driven to make moves on emotion.
Yeah.
It's almost like people don't even think anymore. They react
Yeah.
in that moment.
See, but
And,
that dealing with that made me an angry person.
well, yeah.
And I was mad at people that do shit but love on you. Like these motherfuckers can love me to the day I die. And I'll just pass the fuck out for no fucking reason.
Well, yeah.
And it's because of how you were raised and how you trying to cope with shit. It's that fuck you up mentally.
Yeah.
To where you don't know who the fuck got your back and who don't.
Yeah, right, yeah.
That's true. But, I feel like it's I hope it's generationally getting better.
Yeah, Nate said that having daughters made him soften up.
Yep.
Like that's what broke some of his not showing emotion because he had to show it to his daughter. And excuse you, like you don't remember me loving on you when you was little?
Lauren, motherfucker.
Now I don't know.
No, because I was loving on him when he was little. That was my baby.
Whatever.
Kevin, that was my baby.
Yeah, my oldest was her baby. That's how that goes.
And what's your
I think it's good conversation because we have ages 20. Well, the youngest one who's listening is 19 and up. We'll just say and up.
Yeah, right.
Some of us have lived a little longer, but to have similar experiences but also differences. Yeah. But for those of us that have lived a little bit longer, I feel like we've seen both sides. We've seen the very strict, the harsh, the go get it, make it happen, grind, like the American dream, blah, blah, blah. And now we're looking at our children being a little more connected and emotionally solid, hopefully, and it just passes on. And we start to see people for people as opposed to what people can do for people. Does that make sense? Like,
So I got a question with generational things. Like, okay, so people, like our parents, everybody's parents used to work, grind, all that. But do people realize it's not the same kind of job aspects nowadays than it was back then?
no, they don't.
We're not making the same money back then. I mean, now that they're making
That's
back then.
correct.
Well, it's not
And
the same.
economically, it's
Exactly.
changed and it costs way more than back then.
Oh, yeah.
Like you was making $15 an hour and got a 3-bedroom house. Now you can get a 1-bedroom studio.
Yeah.
Still not 40.
And
$15
you still struggle.
Right.
But that's the base job that you get now. Like that's a problem I have with my pops. Like you like, oh, well, you ain't at this level where I was.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
dude,
yeah.
this is a big difference
Yeah.
in economically speaking. Like
Yeah. The system's
I
not-
would have been fucking you up at my age
That's
versus
what they had
to
to
where to where you are now. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a big ass difference of money. Like money ain't shit now.
You're
Like
not
you can
gonna-
make
you're
$20 an hour, you
You're
still
not gonna
struggle.
change
Yeah.
because you're not our parents and even us,
Mhm.
really the tail end of us.
Yeah.
We still have benefit packages and 401ks and things like that until the market drop hit. And now it's like, oh, you do, no, you don't. Oh, you do, no, you don't. But it's unreasonable. There's no way anybody can survive off one income in the society we live in. Like you just can't. There's no way. Something
You gotta be
like
making a real good one income.
Mhm.
and it has to be like damn near 7-digit income to live well. But other than that, but that brings me to a question.
Well, you know what? I don't know. It depends on what you consider well to be. Because if we live within our means, you can live
that's not well.
Well, not just even well, but
It
just,
depends on what you consider well, though.
That's true.
it depends on what debt you have too.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, because you gotta get
Because
the
if
debt
you-
in order to get your position.
Right,
Like, you gotta go to
because-
college and you got the
Not
student
necessarily.
loan.
Well, but like if I don't know what your situation is, Kev, but if he had no kids, right, and he's 40 years old, that's different as far as his cost of living
Right.
and everything else.
You
Than
gotta
40 with 3 kids.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He can make at right now, because I know it'll change in the future, but right now he can make 35, 40 grand a year and live great because he has
Because he's
no
not himself.
kids.
Right.
Right, but when
Right.
you have kids, you gotta damn near triple that
Right.
Yeah.
in order to have just an average life.
She got kids.
So it's kind of you can't really base it on. I understand what you're saying, but you can't really base it on.
It's kind of situational.
It is situational because
But you're not gonna convince older people. There's no way. Don't even take that argument on. You're not
I
gonna
don't.
convince that OG
Right.
that this is what it is. But it does bring me back to a concept of when we were growing up, and it's really interesting to me because I feel like it's a predominantly black issue. Is we put our kids out of everything, or we make we
Oh.
put, or we
I was about to just
try
say
to
that.
clear a path. I don't care what you do, bro.
But you gotta get.
But you gotta get out of here. You got like 12 months.
See, I don't have that mindset.
I don't
Good.
have that. I don't
Good.
have that.
No.
Is it because you got that boys?
Hold on. I'm talking in general. I'm not talking specific. I'm talking in general. There has to be a path. You're either gonna go to college, you're gonna join the army or the service or whatever, or you're going to work. And when you work, you got a year to save up your money. That's typically what I hear. But being that things are so different, what are y'all thoughts on that? Like, it might be different, boy versus girl. I don't know.
But the thing
my
is, on some situations, you saving money, giving it to your parents. And I know people that was saving their money, giving it to their parents, and never saw the money because it was going towards their parents' business.
Yeah.
So no. The thing is, they never got anything out of it because they were giving most of their money they were making to their parents to
No,
save
he's
for
saying
them.
if you're giving your money to your parent, for your parent to save for you. Instead of like putting it in a bank, you say, telling your parent, hold on to this for me and save it, and then the parent turn around and spend it.
But my
She
thought
got
on
exactly
that
what I'm
is
saying.
that I got 4
I
kids.
got charged rent, so I know what you're talking
And
about.
I got 3 girls and 1 boy. I ain't never got my kids a deadline on when to move out of my house. You move out of my house when you're comfortable and you feel that you're ready to move out. My girls, they are gone.
Yeah.
My son, he's 25 and he's still there. I love it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because for one, he's a black young male. All odds is already against him. It's already hard out here. He got kids. He's on child support. You know what I'm saying? And he's trying to do something with his life. So I don't mind. I'm not going to push my kids out there and just tell you, go figure it out and make it. No. If you need me to pay a bill, if you need me to do this, if you need to stay here, if you need, it don't matter. If we got to pull the living room furniture out and make a bed in there, that's what we're going to do. That's just the type of
Now,
parent I
because
am.
you though, like of all the parents that you know, are you the minority? Or
Yeah, because a lot of my, like a friend of mine just recently, the other day, because I was helping my son get his car fixed, and she was like, well, sometimes you gotta let go. And I was like, what do you mean? She was like, you can't always be their hand and foot to help them, because sometimes it might come back and hinder you. Well, I'm gonna figure it out, but as long as my kids, as long as I'm breathing, and my kids need me, I'm gonna figure it out, no matter what it is and how much the bill is. We're gonna figure it out together. Now, if you just ain't doing nothing with your life, and you just want me to just mama,
Right, yeah.
and you just ain't trying to help yourself, now that's a whole different ballgame.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But other than that, I got my kids back right, wrong, or indifferent.
You be, I mean, it's a thing, man. People.
Yeah, but a lot of my friends, they're not like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Get out my house after you graduate, go to college,
And the crazy part
go
about it
like,
is
you didn't even go to college.
You just
But
get your
you're
life,
right,
you're
you're
kids
not
here.
And then, that's another thing. I don't charge my kids to live
I
with me
didn't.
because my bills is gonna get paid. If you're living with me, that means you need to save your money and do what you need to do so you can better yourself.
Yeah.
So when you're ready to
Right.
get out there, you're not living paycheck to paycheck. You're not struggling. You know what I'm saying? So sit at home and gather your
get it
thoughts
together.
and get it together and then get out there in the world. This world is hard.
It is hard.
But the parents' excuse is that's supposed to teach you responsibility.
No.
They didn't teach you no
It's a way
responsibility.
you can teach your
Yeah.
child
And every child is
responsibility
different.
without just pushing them out there. The best teacher is at
They're gonna
home.
come right back home.
They're coming right back. Or if not, you're gonna be stressed out about where they live
And your
at or what
bills
they
ain't
doing,
yours.
or if you're gonna get that phone call in the middle of the night, or if they living in, you know what I'm saying? You just don't know. Why worry about that when you can help
But the point of it is, the point of
You
the
can help
discussion, which I agree, it took me a while to get where you're at, because I had 4 sons, and my thought was, because I've been taking care of me and mine since I was 16. And that was my mentality, like, if I can do it, y'all can do it. But I had to learn that everybody's not the same.
Yeah. And
So, but
that was me. I
you have to
taking care
learn
of my
that.
course in college. But at the same time, I know the struggles that I went through.
Yeah.
I don't want to put that struggles on my kids.
Yeah.
I don't want my kids to feel the way that I feel going
Yeah.
through them struggles.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Especially
saying?
when they got their whole life.
Yeah.
Because now that we're older.
7 o'clock.
Oh, we're 7:04. Did you have something? Okay.
We take a birthday shot.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that. All right.
Yeah,
I'm
happy
sorry.
birthday.
I didn't realize we were gonna have so much hot.
We need some more shot glasses.
I don't have any more.
It's some 18 in that
Oh yeah, there's shot glasses.
that Mr. Pure bottle. I poured the 18 in there.
It's
Now you
a
want to put
little Cuervo in here.
There's some shot glasses.
We gotta take a shot.
So while we're waiting to do our shots, because we don't want to leave any dead air
We gotta
time,
do birthday shot.
we definitely have to. Oh, he went to the restaurant. He can go get shot glasses.
Son of a
They're right
gun.
around that corner.
You
Right
better
there.
I dare you to call me son of a bitch. I dare you. Call me son of a bitch.
I ain't falling for that in the tailpipe.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't do my back like that.
Call me son of a bitch.
Sometimes she is
Jesus
one.
Christ, goddamn it.
Right. What's your kid's name? Jesus Christ. That's what they know.
That ain't what mine is. That little motherfucker.
And you look just like your daddy.
I tell you what, it used to crack me up when
Most of my
I
kids
was
look like
little.
that.
It used to back the fuck out of me because my grandmother would get mad at me. She would call me a son of a bitch. But when I learned what it was, and she would call me,
Like, why? Yeah.
I asked her one day, was she made her mad as hell? Because I was like, well, what did they make mom?
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
Hey, I was confused. They like, you calling me a son of a bitch? Well, hold on, wait a minute.
Don't that affect you?
Right, it takes you too.
Right.
Pour it
Son of
out.
a bitch. Don't that affect you?
So keep the top of the pouring, you guys. Keep going.
I ain't a son of a bitch. I'm a son of a bitch.
I'm not telling my
I'm a
kids
son
that
of a
they
preacher
go,
man.
Right.
but I'm not
Where-
going to support
where
them
the-
that whole entire way.
3. You want this?
Are we
Can I have one?
What?
I was told I couldn't drink. Come over.
No, I told you you couldn't get drunk.
What? We keep talking about
No, I told you you couldn't get drunk.
I just been drinking lemonade.
They don't ever get kicked out the house. You be 30 living in that motherfucker.
But they'll live in their grandma's house and then their parents are there and then their kids are
Because
there.
they make sure they're good.
Oh, okay.
There you go, Evan.
They get drink or
You want this?
Are you
You gotta have one. You gotta have one.
Look, bro.
Here.
It's my
We need
cousin's
one more
birthday.
over there.
And
It's
everybody-
turn 23.
Everybody got one.
Everybody has
Everybody got one. Okay.
they put their people.
All right,
Turn
one.
23.
Happy birthday to ya.
Happy 23rd.
Happy birthday to ya.
Happy birthday to you.
24.
Happy birthday to you.
25.
Happy birthday.
Happy 30. Happy 30th birthday.
Nothing less.
There you go.
I only drink white Thursday.
Get your butt out the camera.
Right, booty all in the camera.
And you better not be saying.
What's fucked up is you so tiny. That's what fucked up there too.
He only covered up half. He covered up half.
All right.
I saw everybody's face when they took it.
Thank you all.
Yeah,
We want to,
Because it ain't chill, bro.
we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. I do want to remind everybody that, and we'll put the link into the,
Say it with your chest.
hello. Do this after I'm done. We're going to post the group link for you all to join so that we can carry on and have more conversations like this that I feel like when we talk on the more, personal, social issues.
Yeah.
We
On the
wanna-
back porch.
We'll do those on the back porch, and again, like Letta said, it's a little more suggestive conversations and topics going on. I'm gonna put you.
Of the house?
That's it. We're gonna wrap up. We thank you guys. We appreciate you. We want to thank everybody that came out today. Thank you, Tyra. Thank you, Evan. Thank you, Jared. Thank you, Greg and
Lawrence
Lawrence over there.
in the background.
In the background, give us a final look.
Yeah.
Or anything like that, we'll see you all on next week for Take 15. Thank you. Good night.
Bye.
It's on you, about to put him in the playroom.
He carried